so much is going on within the ranks of the APC, and these kind of confusion is coming few hours. But as the president said, I've anointed no one. We've not heard officially from the APC national chairman, Senator Abdullah Adamu, whether or not what he said is correct, because the reporters saying that there were disagreements in the meeting within the NWC on whether or not there should be a consensus candidate, or whether or not Senator Hamel Lawan, the Senate President, is the consensus candidate of the APC. Well, let's speak to a chieftain of the party, a former two-time governor of Abia State, Senate Chief Whip, and a supporter also of Senator Hamel Lawan. Senator Oji Uzo Kalu joins us live here in our studio in Abuja. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Sean, and thank you, Nigerians watching us all over the world.
Let's begin by getting your view. Now, as it stands, you heard the story about Senator Abdullah Adamu saying Hamel Lawan is a consensus candidate. But earlier on, our reporter was on the ground at the APC office, and there were attempts to speak to him, but he wouldn't speak. He just walked away, and he drove off out of the APC secretariat. So, and there is still there is still no response from the APC officially to say whether or not what Abdullah Adamu said is official or they were just rumors. So how did that come to you in the first place?
Well, Abdullah Adamu is a very experienced man and a credible man. They had NWC meeting, and the NWC, on their wisdom from the consultation that have been made throughout, and selected Ahmed Lawal as a consensus candidate.
You are privy to that information?
Well, that people in the NWC confirmed this to me.
But did they also confirm that there were disagreements when that?
No, there were one or two people out of 23 people. One or two people just say, no, but the majority had their way.
So there were also reports that that statement was a decision from the president. Is that true?
The chairman of the party cannot be acting on his own. That you should know.
He cannot, or
he can never act on his own alone. The president is the leader of the party.
So you think President Ahmed Lawan is the president's choice?
What is wrong with that? I mean, Ahmed Lawan is a member of the party, and they have served the party very well. And I don't know what is wrong with that.
Well, I've not said anything is wrong with it. I'm just asking whether you're sure that that's
if the chairman of the party have said that, it's the choice of the party.
Although
and the choice of the party is the choice of the president.
The national chairman is unable to confirm to
national chairman is chairman of the party.
The meeting, the statement credited to him is within a meeting. There's no official statement from the party.
He will come with official statement. It's not.
Is he in the place of the national chairman to announce a consensus candidate for?
Yes, of course. The national chairman is chairman of the party. He's the head of the party. Like what you are trying to say is all our people, the party is supreme. The supremacy of party lies in the hands of the national chairman. It doesn't lie on the hands of the outside the party. It's inside the party.
Well, I mean, the logic is this: if the statement made or credited to Senator Abdullah Adamu, if it's true, and that statement gets air from what the president said, so the question is, why is he the one saying it? Why is the president not saying it himself?
President is not head of the party.
Or is the leader of your party?
But the leader of the party must not speak. Why must he
must not speak?
Yes.
But the president has spoken on other different issues that pertain to the party. Today he has spoken.
Tomorrow the delegates and everybody will speak.
But the northern governors are saying that that point or that stance is not correct.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. The governors are not just being fair to the president. I was a governor. When governors leave in the states, all the states, They have selected who will replace them. They have selected chairman of the party. They selected members of executive committee of the party. So I don't know why they want to select for the president who will run election as a flag bearer. To me, it doesn't make sense.
The president said he has not anointed anyone.
No, the president
the
has not anointed anyone. The party, through the mechanism of the party, all the meetings of the party. Is there any of those meetings they had in the villa? You did not see Abla Yadabu. Is there any one meeting he did not go?
So let's look at the trend. Now, the national chairman was said to have met with the president, and the governors met. Could it be, or which should we believe now, if the governors who met after the chairman had met with the president came out and said, the president said, no one is anointed. And in fact, a statement from the president said, credited to the president, said, there is no one that is anointed.
The president did not anoint anybody. The party is supreme. The party have shown who the candidate is.
Does this mean that there won't be a voting?
No, we are going to vote. If you like, you stand on the election. We are not saying we are closed down. We like the governors. The governors are doing what is democratic. They are asking for their views. But their views are very important. But also, their views should be in consideration with the president's view.
But you know the position of the elected. You and your colleagues are the ones who framed the revised electoral law. You know what the electoral law says about consensus. If you agree on a consensus, you are likely not to go into any major voting or casting of the ballot because you have only one candidate, and usually it's done by voice affirmation and voice votes.
Why don't you watch out and see what happens tomorrow, Sean?
No, I'm asking for the sake of
most of these
women
people,
not be physically
most of these people are just jealous and hatred about a man from a small community coming to be president or so forth, and that is the beauty of constitution. That is what we should see as the face of Nigeria. That a man like Ahmed Lawa, who have never been governor like me, will spring up from somewhere to become the president. Let me tell you, they are doubting. I heard somebody here on this channel when he said, oh, Ahmed Lawa have no experience. It's not true. All the American presidents, the one that contested with George Bush, John Kerry, was a legislator all his life. President Obama was a president. He had never been governor. He had never been member of city council except legislature in the state of Chicago. President Biden, who is the current president today, is also from the Senate. I go to one Catholic church with him in Delaware, and he had never done any other job than being a senator. When I was governor, what I know today about the federal government, I've never knew before. Because now we have access to federal agencies, their books, and all the rest of them. When I was governor, I only knew about Abia State. I never knew any other thing than Abia State. So all this pay competition, somebody say, oh, because he's never been governor, because he's never been this, or because he's a minority. Majorities have been president of Nigeria. The beauty of supporting Ahmed Lawa is because he's from minority. Once Ahmed Lawa...
Because he's competent.
He's competent, very competent, more than competent than any other person running there.
Is he the most competent?
He's the most competent. He's the most competent.
How do you...
In any pair you want to put it, he's the most competent among all of them.
What makes
he has been chairman of Public Accounts Committee in the Senate. And being the chairman of Public Accounts gives you insight about the federal government of Nigeria. What he has, even people who are ministers, people who works in the office of vice president and all the rest, they don't have it. They don't have the knowledge we have in the Senate about the economy of Nigeria. They don't have it because we see everything open. Oversight everybody. So Ahmed Lawa is very, very competent to be president of Nigeria.
No, you said he's the most competent.
He's the most competent.
Most competent to your friend Bola Tinubu?
Well, I cannot compare. I cannot.
No, because I mean,
no. I don't want to
listen.
I don't want to.
He's the most competent. And
I don't want you to
mentioning
drag me.
names, and you're saying,
I don't want you to drag me to.
I'm not. You have dragged the matter into the competition.
You asked me a question. Why did you ask me that question?
I asked you because.
And I told you he's the most competent. Why are you calling somebody's name?
I'm calling because those are the candidates.
I don't want you to call people's name because I'm not here for people. You invited me to speak about our party and the candidate.
So I'm asking about the competency of the man.
He is the most competent in my evaluation.
You see, the reason why we need to compare is because he's not the only one. He's not running against himself. He's running against
but you asked me in my opinion. You can keep your opinion, Sean.
No, I don't have an opinion.
No, you have an opinion.
I don't have.
You support candidates.
No, I don't.
You do.
I don't. Except if you are God that sees the mind.
No. I'm telling you.
But I don't.
Like if you don't, I don't see a credible news agency like Channels to continue saying what the governor said 3 days ago.
No, the governor said it today.
The governors have talked.
That is on the scroll.
They have already. No, you put it on the scroll.
No,
the governors
they said
have
it
already
today.
addressed the president, and the president told them the view. They are not courageous enough to tell them what the president told them.
If you don't agree with what, don't malign this organization that has a strength.
No, this is things that happened 3 days ago. What
it is not. You're wrong, sir.
No, I'm not.
I'm sorry, you're wrong. It happened this afternoon at the presidential villa. I can play it back again to you.
You are a very credible news organization.
Simon Lalong of Plateau State and the governor of Kaduna State met at the villa with the president today, this afternoon. And that is the news that you're seeing there on your screen.
But they have not reflected what they discussed inside.
They said it?
No, they have not.
Do you want to also play it again?
No, I don't want to see it again because it's not necessary to
Just because you don't like it?
No, not because I don't like it. Why? I like it. I like the governors. I was a governor. They will come out one day. In the next 1 year, they will be ex, like me. And what a sort of ex-governor gets, they will get it. So it's not a problem because when you're a governor, you think you can be anything you like. You want to replay the soundbite. You just play.
No, I'm just showing you the pictures of them meeting the president.
You play it for your own sake.
No, I'm not playing now. You said you don't want to listen.
The party have made the decision on what they want. What is your headache? Are you a member of the party?
I'm a journalist. I'm a political journalist who is monitoring what is happening in your party.
Yeah, you can monitor, but not questioning the integrity of Abla Yadabu. You cannot do that.
I've not done that tonight, have I? I'm just asking you a question. And you're so uncomfortable with this.
No, I'm not uncomfortable.
Your candidate is being placed on a pedestal. People will criticize, people will judge, people will assess him. You don't have to be uncomfortable with it.
No, I'm not uncomfortable. You asked me a question. Is he the most qualified? I say yes.
And we wanted
and you call people's name. I said, I don't want you to call anybody's name. Tinubu was my colleague. And I don't want to discuss him because he's a friend of mine.
We take a breather. I'll call for a cup of water for Senator Ojuzo Kalu. And when we come back, he will have calmed down because he's not feeling very comfortable when it comes to assessing the man he's supporting. But so much to talk about right here on the program. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us right here on the program. So, the conversation around the issue of consensus and what Senator Abdullah Adamu, the national chairman of the APC, said is generating some confusion and controversies. But let me allow you to listen to the National Organizing Secretary of the APC earlier this evening on these issues. Take a listen to him.
He gave us. But it's not an issue that had to be deliberated on the floor of the NWC. It's an information, and all of us are entitled to our opinion. We are all Democrats, and we can exercise what...
So in a nutshell, sir, this decision was not taken by the NWC?
This decision was never taken by the NWC, but an information given to the NWC.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. I still have Senator Ojuzo Kalu, the Chief Whip of the Senate, and a former governor of Abia State. You heard him there. He said it wasn't taken.
Were you showing it for me to hear?
No, I was playing for the viewers, and you
I wasn't attentive. I didn't look at that.
He said, the organizing secretary said that was not the position of the NWC.
But it was announced to the NWC. Was it? Are you correct?
He did. He said something related to that. Well, but he said that was the position of one person. That's not the position of the NWC.
It's not the position of one person. It's the position of NWC.
So the big question here is whether or not your party, do you have a PDP presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar? If Ahmed Lawan becomes the party's candidate in the end, how does he match compared to Atiku Abubakar in the race of 2023?
It's a good match. Nigerian people will decide. Very good match.
All right. Let's get some other views. Please stay with me, Your Excellency. Let me get the view of a former minority leader in the House and a chieftain of the APC. I'm being joined virtually by Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu. Thank you so much, Honorable, for joining us tonight. Let me get your view first and foremost on what the story that has been making the rounds. And now you heard what the organizing secretary has said. What's your view on what is being credited to Senator Abdullahi Adamu?
Well, I, first of all, 100% align myself with the National Organizing Secretary. I believe Abdullahi Adamu is just talking about his own opinion, and you can't stop him from saying his opinion, which is all right. He gave an information to the NWC that that was the consensus candidate. But you see, this is about our country. It's not about an individual. It's not about North or South. It's about a Nigerian candidate. And thank God, Mr. President has come out to say clearly that he has not anointed anyone. And if I remember very well, Sean, I spoke to you last week. You were saying President Buhari is supposed to be the super delegate. Today, he has put that to rest, that even the president is not a super delegate. He's going to allow the process to go through transparently, which means anybody, from whether North or South, comes as the candidate or the party will be the candidate. So as of today, there is no candidate, all of them are aspirants. But then the northern governments and some of us believe that this thing should go to the South. Simple, that's it. For the unity of this country. This country does not belong to one zone. This country belongs to all of us. But if in the wisdom of the delegates decide to choose a northerner, so be it. But I personally, my vote will go to a southern candidate, whoever that may be, period.
Oh, in the first place, let's make sense of the reason behind an Ahmed Lawan candidature, for example. If the national chairman is credited to have said that the president said so, why do you think that kind of choice may have come in the first place? Perhaps on the zoning matter on one hand, on the personality and the capacity of the person in question on another hand. I want your assessment.
First of all, I'm not the national chairman. I think you should ask him this question. But I want to believe if Mr. President had said so, he wouldn't have come out with a statement. You read the statement out, and it's all over social media. It's everywhere on the conventional media that Mr. President has not anointed anybody. So in the first place, he has not anointed anybody. So the story as of now will be the decision of the chairman, our chairman. Probably he wants Ahmed Lawan as the candidate. And so be it. And he's entitled to his opinion, and he's entitled to put Ahmed Lawan or himself or anybody to come as a candidate. So there's no problem with that. But as of today, the so-called super delegate, Mr. President, has not anointed anybody. He said the field is open for everyone. And then look, as Nigerians, we have the right to say we like either a northerner or a southerner. It's not about the north or south. It's about our country and also about the unity of this country. It is not written in our constitution, but it is an agreed law of this country, the northerner, southerner. So President Buhari would have finished presidency 8 years, a northerner. It is only fair and logical. It goes to the south. Simple, fair and square. Look, and I honestly, salute the courage of the northern governors, who, including my own governor, who is one of the aspirants, decided to step down for a southern candidate. What more can anybody say? This has gone further to say that, look, this country should remain one. And we should not copy the PDP. And the PDP, in their own wisdom, Jonathan Goodluck finished as president So in their own wisdom, probably that is why they chose a northerner. And so our own party also, it's only fair. Let people of this country have sense of belonging. Let nobody, let no zone of this country feels that they own the country. No, this country belongs to all of us. And I have tremendous respect for Ahmed Lawan. I was his minority leader. I was his leader when he is my friend, very close friend. I would wish he becomes president as my friend. But at this material time, my vote as a delegate from Jigawa State will go to a southern candidate, period. Just like my brother Uzo Kalu from the south wants a northerner. That's, go show that Nigeria is one country. So let my brother Uzo Kalu not make it look like it's a one-sided affair. He's from the south, a Christian supporting a northerner, a Muslim. I am from this part of the country supporting a southerner. So let us continue in this spirit as one country, one people. But then we know that we know that there are a lot of differences in this country. Let us not put anything that will jeopardize the statehood called Nigeria as of today. Thank you.
What do you think may have gone wrong, or what do you think may have happened? And perhaps I'm willing to glean from your knowledge. No problem. Yeah, I'll still come to you in a moment. Just give me a moment. No. He's not
I need to reply him before he gets.
Just give me a moment. He's not going. He's still with us. Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu, are you still with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, great. Yeah, Senator Ojo Okalu wanted to reply, but I wanted to respond to this question quickly. I was saying I'd like to glean from your knowledge and your experience and your closeness to power, to the presidency, and perhaps give us an insight. What is the procedure should the president have a favorite or a preferred candidate? Would the president have said it himself, or how do you think that communication would have been passed from the president's mind or mouth to the public?
Well, first of all, as a human being, the president must have a preferred candidate. You had an interview with him, Shaun. You had an interview with him. He told you he has a preferred candidate. But as a leader of the country, he did not come out to say, Mr. X, Y, Z are my own candidates. No, he didn't say anybody. And to me, this is leadership. Look, all the contestants, all the aspirants are members of our party, and all of them are close to Mr. President, which means it will not be nice for him to bring out to the public whom he prefers. He's allowing the democratic tendencies of our party, of our leaders, of our delegates, to choose who the candidate will be. And to me, if we choose whoever the candidate, this time whoever, as I said, my preference is a southerner. But then if in the wisdom of our delegates, choose somebody from the north, whoever our candidate is will rally around that candidate and ensure a victory for our party. But please, let nobody speak on behalf of Mr. President. Mr. President would have come out himself to say that time when he interviewed you, when he said that, look, I have a candidate, I'm afraid for his life, I don't want to say, now the time has come. It's 24 hours of time, which means if Mr. President has anyone, he would have said that person by now. In his mind, yes, he has one. But to him to come out publicly, he has not done that. And honestly, more respect for Mr. President. May God continue to guide him.
Me, Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu, we're due for another break, but distinguished, we are due for a break, but just in about 40 seconds. You want us to...
I don't want you to lose money. Go for your commercials.
Okay, all right. Thank you for the consideration. We'll take a breather. And when we come back, the conversation continues. Stay with me, everyone. I'll be right back. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. Let's get back to the conversation now. Senator Ojo Okalu, Senate Chief Whip, and a former minority leader in the House of Representatives and a chieftain of the APC, Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu, has been with us, and he was talking to us virtually. Let me get your reaction. I know you were you wanted to respond to some of those things that Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu said.
No, what I was just trying to respond is we agreed before South, but which South? Is it South, South, or Southwest? anything, like I told you before, anything that is not southeast is not justice. The justice go to northeast.
Or north central?
No, northeast. Because there are two zones that have never produced president. Southeast, we are not going to support anybody from the south or southwest. The only justice going south is only southeast. And that will be fairness. If you want to talk about equity, if you want to talk about fairness, if you want to talk about one Nigeria, I'm surprised that most of these people are talking about southeast. Why don't they zone it to southeast? I'm saying it's only southeast. There are two zones that have never been president.
But the people will talk about rotation according to region, not about according to zone.
No. It's a region. South is a region.
No, South is a zone.
It's a region. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
There are two regions of this country.
Obasanjo have been president. No, don't take me there.
No.
Obasanjo have been president.
I'm just giving an instance. For
how many regions do you have? How many zones do you have?
Southern and northern regions.
No, how many zones do you have?
We have 6 geopolitical zones.
Who have never been president?
No, I'm talking about
the only people that have never been. No, the concept had to be southwest is written off, south is written off, only southeast.
Okay,
Then I'll dust my form tomorrow morning.
But that the time is over.
It's not over. I bought a form. I'll be the candidate tomorrow morning.
But let me ask you this.
So the only thing to do now is Ahmed Lawa is on the table and is from northeast and they have never been president. So these people should leave all this petty jealousy and pair combination. I don't want this man to be, because it's about interest. They know some of them want to be president, some of them want to be vice president. They know once Ahmed Lawa is selected now, as it has been done, they know it's closed down for them. They are not going to be vice president, they are not going to be president. It's about interest. And some of them have been promised vice president. I know about 5 governors there that have been promised vice president. I have it in good authority.
Are you making reference to northern governors of the
Some
APC?
of the governors have been promised vice president.
And you can confirm this? You can.
Yes, of course.
Are you privy to those kind of conversations?
Yes, of course. I'm a member of the party. I know what happens in the party. So let them leave personal interests to Nigerian interests. The only thing we're looking at now is the Southeast have not been president. The only way you can say there is fairness and justice, say all the zones close up, go to Southeast. So have we committed? Are we not Nigerians? Have we committed any offense?
Because Southeast can.
Have we committed any offense?
Let me ask the question that.
Yes.
Because Southeast cannot have it, then you.
It's go to Northeast. So we know that the zoning is getting sense, making sense.
So let me ask this also. For those who argue that there are 2 regions of the country, the northern and the southern region.
No, we don't
just
talk
a moment,
about that.
If I may put the question, there is the southern and the northern region. And the thinking is that if President Buhari from the northern region has done 8 years at the end of 2023, that is fair for it to come south. What about that argument?
Only Southeast will be equity.
No, we're talking about region.
No. We don't talk about region. We talk about equity and fairness. I have him saying fairness and equity. It's not about zone.
Let me bring back Honorable Adamu Aliyu. You heard what His Excellency.
It's about equity.
Yeah.
Give it to Southeast, then there'll be no problem. We don't talk about Northeast. Close it down on Southeast tomorrow morning. Then it will be equity. But I don't like people playing pranks. You come and tell me. For me, from day one, I've told you and I told Nigerians, there are only 2 zones that can be president now. It's either Northeast or Southeast. Southwest is not on the card because Obasanjo has been president, Jonathan has been president.
I still have one more major question I would like to ask you, and it's about the bigger election, aside the primaries. But let me allow Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu to react to what you just said. Honorable, giving you a sense of what you make of Governor Orji Uzor-Kalu's statement on fairness and equity.
You see, unfortunately, my brother, it's been selfish now, because all of a sudden now he's willing to dump Ahmed Lawan if it's given to Southeast?
Sorry, Honorable.
You know,
Let's the choice of words, please. Let's be calm. No. It's not even
my brother.
It's not about your friendship. It's about
the
platform. No. It's about this platform. This
I take it back.
Platform will not allow some kind of language.
I take it back.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I take it back.
Thank you.
But what
Please
I'm saying is, all of a sudden, my brother is willing to contest if it's taken back to Southeast. How about the Ahmed Lawan that he's here, asking for to be, voted as president? So look, let's look at it as Nigeria. Fine, it's true, Southeast have not produced a presidential candidate, or Northeast. Yes, that's fair if it goes Southeast. But now, just like what you put it to him, that it is Northern region and Southern region. Now we are talking about the South. So we the Northerners are leaving it to the South to come up with a consensus candidate. The way our governors in this North said that, look, we've given it to the North. They didn't give it to any particular region of that South. So if the Southern candidates, aspirants, come together and bring out Dave Umahi, we will take him. So let my brother Oji Udakalu, distinguished senator, former governor, go and speak with his brothers from the southern part of this country. That look, these people have given it to us. Now it is left to us for us to come up with a suggested name. I call on my brothers from the southern part of this country to please go back to the drawing board this evening before morning and let them come up with one candidate from the South, from whichever part of the South. And I assure this country that the northern part of this country shall rally behind the southern candidate so that there will be unity and equity for this country, so that the people in the southern part of this country don't feel that, look, it is all about the North. No, it is about Nigeria. And a northerner is a Nigerian and a southerner is Nigerian. But now we know that this feeling is there. We know that if we give it to a northerner, like if our party says it's a northerner, there will be so much bad blood. That is exactly what our governors saw, the writing on the wall, that look, to keep this country one united nation, we should not go the PDP way. We should not go for a northerner. We don't want anybody to look at it as connivance of the North. The Northerners went to make sure they get a candidate in PDP and also in the APC to impose two persons from one region on the country. So this is not nice on the other part of the country. So that's where I'm coming from. And that's where our governors are coming from. And we hail them. And we also hail Mr. President. May God continue to guide Mr. President in this way, that he will not interfere in the democratic tenets of our party.
All right, Honorable, I'd like Senator Ojuzokalu to react quickly, but I have a common question I'd like to ask you. This is beyond it's about the APC, but it's about the bigger election in 2023. But I'd like you to quickly respond to that. And also, because the story making the rounds is that you want to be VP, and that's why this support for Ahmed Lawan is growing.
But I have a Senate form. Let me tell you, my own concern.
So you don't have interest in becoming vice president? I don't have any interest. Because you talk about interest, that the reasons why.
Let me tell you, those people are the ones with interest. Let me tell you, the most important thing. He said, why not stay with Ahmed Lawan? I stay with Ahmed Lawan. I'm not changing. I said what we have agreed was to zone to Southeast. And when we zone to Southeast, every Dick and Tom and Harry started coming out from the southern part of Nigeria. We did it in 1999 in PDP. We zoned it to the Southwest. What's stopped doing the same thing to Southeast?
But why did you give up on the Southeast?
We have not given up, but because they are bullying. Why didn't Tinubu, the vice president and all of them, and said, I'm not running, let the Southeast bring.
So you are saying that you were bullied out of the race?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I say, why didn't they do that?
Why did you stick to the race?
No, we can't stick to the race because we don't have the numbers. Look at the numbers. If you have look at the numbers. Yeah. We need assistance to be able to be president of Nigeria.
And you are not getting it.
But we don't have it.
So you're taking the...
We have only 285 delegates. out of 2,000 something delegates. So you can't go far
right.
if you are from the southeast.
So
what I'm saying, that there are only 2 zones that have never been president. And Farouk agreed with me. He agreed with me.
We just have 60 seconds to go on the program. I'd like you and Honorable Farouk to please quickly comment on this. There is a Kwankwanso from Kano State in the Northwest. Northwest has the biggest political numbers in terms of voting population. And now Atiku Abubakar is going to be the most experienced Nigerian running for Nigeria's president in 2023. Now, I'd like to get your view. What does this mean for your party? Honorable, let's have your views first, just in 30 seconds.
Well, an Atiku Abubakar candidature is certainly a very big hurdle for our party. That's true. But then we are the ruling party. We have all it takes. We are going to win this election, wherever the candidate emerges. So we will ensure that our party delivers, gets the mandate of Nigerians. So we are not afraid of Atiku Abubakar or Kwankwaso. But look, there are no pushovers. You cannot ignore Kwankwaso. You cannot ignore Atiku Abubakar. They are formidable forces that we need to come together as one party to confront them.
Let me get the 30 seconds from Senator Ojus Okalu. Your 30 seconds on this matter.
Well, that is why we must. APC also must go north. Farouk is wrong. We must not go south. Because the moment we go south as a party, we have lost the election on arrival. Kwankwaso is a very big force. Atiku Abubakar is a very big force. So we need another force like Ahmed Lawan from the northeast to be able to make sense to Nigeria.
Is it a match to Atiku Abubakar?
It's a big match to all of them. It's a big match to all of them. I can assure you that.
All right. I must sincerely thank both of you, heavyweights in your own right. Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu, a former minority leader in the House of Representatives and a chieftain of the APC, and a former governor of Abia State, 2-term governors of Abia State, and a sitting Senate Chief Whip. Thank you so much, Senator Ojus Okalu, for coming tonight.
Thank you,
I appreciate it. Thank you for coming.